Hello and welcome to Atheist Bible Study number 40. I'm Joe Dixon. Every week I read from the Bible, go, what idiocy, and then get drunk. So, and helping me in the whole drunken part of this is going to be, I'm going to have some Jack Daniels Black Jack Cola. I'm going to put it in a fine little glass here. Let's enjoy some. Oh, delicious. And we're going to read from the Bible. Now, previously in the Bible, Moses got some sort of tabernacle thing going with God. They go up in the mountains, out of the mountains, golden calf, praying. God gets pissed, wants to kill everybody, decides not to, blah, blah, blah. Real insane shit. But anyway, now we're at the point where people are in the desert just waiting around. Well, let me just drink this down and then we'll read it. Oh. Tasty. I think I'll have a little bit more before I go into the whole Bible thing. Wait, I gotta smell it first. All right, let's begin. The departure from Sinai. It came to pass on the 20th day of the second month of the second year. 2 years in the desert, holy shit. It came to pass on the 12th day of the second month of the second year, after the children of Israel had left Egypt, because you know they were in Egypt before. Slaves, don't you know? The children of Israel had left Egypt, that the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, because God came into a cloud and brought up the tabernacle. It's not even worth getting into. So the children of Israel journeyed out of the wilderness of Sinai. The Ark of the Covenant, the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord went before them to show them where they should stop. Because you need an Ark of the Covenant to know when to stop. Otherwise, you'll just keep going. And the cloud came to rest in the wilderness of Paran. Not Palin, Paran. 3 days' journey from Mount Sinai, not the hospital. The people cried out for food. That's the title, so I'm reading it. The people cried out for food. Then the children of Israel complained again and said, because, you know, they're in the desert and here they're complaining. Those children of Israel, complaints. Anyway, then the children of Israel complained again and said, who shall give us food to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat freely in Egypt. We remember the cucumbers and the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic. But now there is nothing but this manna for us to eat. Moses heard the people's cries. How could he miss it? And the anger of the Lord was greatly kindled. Really? The Lord was angry about something? How's that possible? He's such an even-tempered motherfucker. Moses heard the cries of the people, and the anger of the Lord was greatly kindled. Moses was also displeased, and he said to the Lord, I will now do in the voice of Woody Allen. Why have the Lord... That's a horrible Woody Allen. Why... Excuse me. Why have you laid the burden of the people upon me to bring them to the land which you promised to their fathers? Where will I find food to give to all of them? For they are weeping and saying to me, give us food to eat. I can't bear the burden alone. I pray you kill me and save me from the misery. Again, that was a horrible Woody Allen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that was just a bad Woody Allen. But Moses does say, I prayed you to kill me and save me from my misery of hearing all these people bitch and moan. Oh, it's all about me. The people want food. And I have such a boy-in-law. Just boom. And God said, if only. But no, he said, and God said, gather 70 men of the elders of Israel and bring them to the tabernacle to stand there with you, excuse me. Before you had a shiny face, you had to stand away from him, but these days they can stand with him. The shiny face is earlier, don't worry about it. Anyway, gather 70 men of the elders of Israel and bring them to the tabernacle to stand there with you. I will come down and talk with you there, and I will make them share the burden of the people, so that you no longer bear it alone. And say to the people, you shall eat meat, not for 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days, but for a whole month, if the price is right. No, he doesn't say that. but you eat for a whole month until you are bursting with it and begin to hate it. Moses, who didn't believe this shit, answered the Lord saying, the people number 600,000, and you have said you will give them meat to eat for a whole month? Shall the flocks be slaughtered, or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered, so as to be enough for them? And God said, has the Lord, because of course, he can't just answer the fucking question. I got it. I got the food. No, he goes like this. Has the Lord's power decreased at all? You shall see now whether my word shall be carried out or not. You're a tough guy. I'm a big tough man. You, just do it. Just do it. I'm the Lord God. Don't you question me. That's how I picture he looked. Because he's a pissy dude. You gotta admit. Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord and gathered the 70 men of the elders. 70 men of the elders, not 70 women with this Bible. The Bible's so pro-woman. 70 men of the elders. Not even, because of course, women and young people don't give a shit about the meat. Can you imagine we'll have to be like, oh, come on, bring the men. Wait, hold. I gotta make sure you're a dude. Let me see the dick. Okay, you got a cock, get up there. Cock up. What the fuck? This is a vagina. What the hell? You've got a vagina. Get the fuck out of here. The Lord don't like bitches. Get out of here. Right, come here. And I said, that's a young cock. God is into granny porn. What the fuck is the matter? You get out of here. God likes the old cock. He likes a shriveled old man cock. Get out of here. What's the matter with you? You can believe this? Can you believe this guy comes up here trying to see the Lord and he's got a young person's cock? God don't want no young cock. And he don't want no vagina. You think people would understand that? What? Can you believe what I have to deal with here? That's probably Moses. Like, I have to inspect 70 different cocks, for pity's sake, because I got to make sure they're all old man's cock. Because you can't have that young cock up here, and you can't have no vagina. And those are our only options. Poor Moses. He just probably... Let me see that cock. Oh, all right. It's young. All right. Circumcised. All right. Come on up. Actually, that's right. We went the uncircumcised. That's the one. I'm a Jew. I want the sliced dick. You gotta have sliced dick. All right. Okay, boys. Gather around. All right. The Lord wants to see you. You gotta have an old cock, and it's gotta be cut. None of that uncut shit. And no vag, no uncuts. That's just the way the Lord wants it. I didn't know what you're doing here if you're uncut to begin with, because you got a covenant going with God, and the God is into the whole cut dick thing. I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you that's the Lord wants. He doesn't want to see unsliced penis. All right. So just get up there in the mountain. Only old, but make sure your dick is old. And make sure it's sliced. And again, you bitches, just stay down in the valley, whatever. I don't give a shit what you do. But no, God he will go ape shit if he sees any vag. All right, he cannot stand vagina. He just doesn't want to know it. He doesn't want to see it. He doesn't want to experience it. The man does not want the vagina. Okay? Hey, I'm not saying he's gay. Hey, don't call the Lord gay. I'm just saying he just wants old man's cock. That's just the way it is. And the Lord said anyway, so the words of the blah blah blah. Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord and gathered 70 men of the elders. And the Lord sent forth a wind and brought quails from the sea. From the sea? That's a song I don't remember. Anyway, he's let them fall by the camp. Hey, we got birds falling on the sky now, so I guess that's the Lord's work too. Anyway, the people went out and gathered the quails all that day and all that night and all that next day. The least that anyone gathered was but a bushel of dead bird. But here's the good part, but even while they were eating the quails, like, oh, thank you, God, this delicious quail. The Lord struck the people with a terrible plague. Many of them died and were buried in that place. Wow, what a great story. What a loving God. They're like, oh, we want food. We're starving. God said, you want food? Here's food. Here's good. I'll send you some quail. They're like, quail? Wow, great. Let's cook this up. And then God said, now you're dead. They're like, what the fuck? You asshole. What the fuck was that about? Why would you do that? Why would the Lord do that? All the people wanted was meat. And how does he repay them? For the mere request of wanting meat. They didn't want the fucking manna all day. I don't even know what manna is, but you probably get bored eating manna every day. You think the Lord eats manna every day? They didn't want manna. Oh, well, fuck you then. Yeah, you want meat? I'll give you meat. Here's some quail. Look, it's poison. I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. It's full of plague. I'm going to give you a plague and kill you all. And this is, again, I'm reading a children's Bible. This is the children. This is for children. This is for children. Children. And this story, but even while they were eating the quail, the Lord struck the people with a terrible plague. Many of them died and were buried in that place for asking for meat. That's the holy story. The Bible. What a good, holy, wholesome story. I can see why people want this in our schools. I can see people want this to be taught to our children, because this is such a wonderful story that if you ask the Lord for meat, he'll fucking kill you. Oh, yum, yum. Well, maybe God's a vegetarian. He's a vegetarian who likes old cock. That must be it. That's what I'll get from the story. The Lord hates young penis. He wants old penis, and he don't even get him started on vagina. Just doesn't want to know it, don't want to see it, don't want to experience, don't want to know nothing about it. That's it. To the vagina. But the penis, yeah. Oh, wait, but old. Don't bring me that young cock. I want that old time dick. Bring me that old time dickie. Bring me that old time dickie. Bring me that old time dickie. That's good enough for me. That's the Lord. That motherfucker loves him some old dick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Atheist Bible study number 40, the departure from Sinai. Well, I guess you know always some of these stories. This is what I learned from the Bible story, because you got to learn, right? Because people have faith in this, and you gotta have faith, and you learn good, wholesome stories from the Bible. And the good, wholesome story I've learned from this Bible story is that God likes the cock, but it's got to be old cock. So is it granny? I know there's granny porn, right? For women, when I say granny, I think old women. Is it granddaddy porn? Is there granddaddy? I have no idea. Is there a porn where just for guys who like to see? I assume guys. Do women? Is there a porn that the women or old women even want to see? It must be. There must be some women out there actually do dig old dudes. I mean old. I don't know. He says the elders. The elders sounds pretty old to me. I just wonder. I have no idea. I've seen my share of porn, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen granny porn, though. Hey, I didn't say I masturbated to it. I said I've seen it. Those are two different thing. You don't necessarily masturbate every porn you see, but you're curious. I look at it. I don't care. I'm curious. I want to see what's going on. But I've never heard of granddaddy porn. It's good, but it's got to exist, right? There's got to be. I mean, if they got animal porn, there's got to be porn with some old dude who's just like, maybe with some old lady. But I've heard of granny. Again, granny porn to me means old women. It doesn't mean old guys. So when they say granny porn, I assume that's old. I mean, I haven't seen a slew of this stuff. So I'm assuming they're old women. But maybe some granny porn also means old men. I've never thought about it. I have no idea. But anyways, if there's a fan of granny porn that involves dudes, granddad porn, it's the Lord. The Lord wants that granddad porn. Anyway, well, that's Atheist Bible Study number 40. I'm Joe Dixon, and thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. So long.